Okay, sie bringt mich tatsächlich um, wenn sie mich zurück. Und wir sind wieder bei Kapitel 1. Nice. Aber wir haben es eben tatsächlich bis Kapitel 3 geschafft. Ja, das kenne ich schon. Mhm. Ja. Vive la Revolution.
You make your way up the short path to a warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Dass sie mir halt immer noch erzählt, dass sie mich anlügen wird. Ich habe immer noch 90% von dem, was sie gesagt hat, nicht ansatzweise verstanden. Ich habe keine Ahnung, ob das Lügen sind. Das ist komplett irrelevant, ob das Lügen sind, weil ich keine Ahnung habe, was sie mir sagen will. Naja, gut. Ist okay. Und immer noch vor dir. Ich war auch schon im Keller. Ich war in sehr vielen verschiedenen Kellern.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table.
Es könnte gelogen sein.
Is a pristine blade.
Aber okay, wir sind quasi wieder in dem einfachen Häuschen. Also es scheint auf jeden Fall so, als wenn das erste Häuschen, jedes Mal nachdem ich gestorben bin, das Standardhäuschen ist. Warte, nee, das stimmt nicht. Oder? Auf jeden Fall ist das zweite, nee, aber zwischendurch sterbe ich ja auch manchmal. Auf jeden Fall ist das erste Häuschen immer das normale Häuschen und dann das zweite Häuschen ein abgespacedes Häuschen. Der Spiegel ist weg. Genau, der Spiegel ist nämlich im ersten nie da. Und im zweiten, wo alles irgendwie anders und komisch ist, ist der Spiegel dann da. Das liegt jetzt an der Kante. Das lag vorher anders, als es das komische Dimensions-Wululu-Zimmer war. Aber quasi in dem ersten Hüttending, wo alles noch ganz normal ist, da ist das genauso, wie es jetzt gerade ist. Eine Decke lag vorhin. Das weiß ich nicht mehr. Also wir hatten auch schon einen Raum, also diesen Raum, wo alles irgendwie aus Stein war und irgendwie mit einem großen Altar. Wir hatten diesen komischen Dimensionsraum. Und das war's eigentlich sogar, oder? Hatten wir noch einen weiteren? Genau, die allererste war auch eine abgespacede, weil ich ja quasi im allerersten Durchgang gar nicht erst in die Hütte gegangen bin. Ich habe es ja kaputt gemacht, dadurch, dass ich einfach nicht hingelaufen bin. Und dann, als wir quasi im zweiten Durchgang reingelaufen sind, war die so abgespaced. Dann bin ich gestorben oder beziehungsweise Dinge sind passiert. Ich habe wieder von vorne angefangen, dann war es diese Hütte. Dann beim nächsten Durchgang war es die aus Stein. War da noch irgendwas dazwischen? Es müssten doch noch ein paar mehr gewesen sein, oder? Egal, dieses Spiel ist so verwirrend, das ist unglaublich cool.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ja, wir nehmen die Klinge.
You take the blade from the table.
Diesmal gehe ich sie einfach erschlagen, weil sie hat mich jetzt einmal umgebracht. Ich will
The door
Rache.
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Okay, das ist so wie das letzte Mal, als die Hütte normal
Don't
war.
let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Und da sind auch wieder dieselben Auswahlmöglichkeiten. Sind wir schon da?
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs.
Okay, das ist jetzt wieder
and
die...
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, das ist jetzt wieder die überhebliche. Letztes Mal habe ich ja meine Klinge fallen lassen und danach versucht, sie umzubringen. Nee, beziehungsweise ich habe die Klinge nicht fallen gelassen. Ich habe einfach gezögert. Diesmal werde ich nicht zögern. Du hast gerade im Wort geschaut. Doch keine Decke, aber das war so. Ja, okay, ja. Stimmt, der hatte irgendwie so unterschiedliche Beine, der Tisch, ne? Und sowieso die ganzen Wände und alles war anders und es waren irgendwie überall Löcher drin und was nicht. Das war ein sehr abgespacedes.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And
Yeah.
there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
So, ich glaube, diesmal werde ich nicht mit ihr reden, weil sie war letztes Mal echt bitchy und doof.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Es macht es wirklich nicht einfacher, dass ich jetzt genau das tue, was der Erzähler von mir will. Das geht eigentlich gegen alle meine Instinkte.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Nichts. Ich habe es bisher noch nicht hinbekommen. Also,
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife, so you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
na, das habe ich schon rausgefunden.
If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ja, mach ich. Hör auf, mir das zu sagen, sonst mache ich es nicht.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Oh. Ups.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
I don't know.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Naja, also ich meine, ich habe jetzt schon sehr viele Teile von ihr gesehen. Also ich glaube auch nicht, dass sie davon jetzt sterben wird, aber sie wird vielleicht wieder Teil ihres Ganzen. Maybe?
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over? It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich näher an sie rangehen
I
will.
really don't think you should do that.
Ja,
And
ich
why
auch
shouldn't
nicht.
we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that. Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Bin ich wirklich die Prinzessin?
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Ich bin glücklich.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are? Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
Wie? Uns umbringen, oder?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Was ist mit der Princess passiert, wenn wir hier jetzt schon seit Jahren rumsitzen? Dekompostiert die da unten, oder?
Don't you dare. How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
Warum interessiert ihn das?
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Aber das ist es ja auch, wenn wir immer wieder im Wald spawnen, oder nicht?
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Ich wäre ziemlich sauer, wenn wir wirklich sterben würden.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Er hat das also für mich gemacht. Das ist schon mal gut zu wissen. War das der Reward? Ja, ich merke schon.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
Was habe ich gemacht die ganze Zeit?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Ha. Nee, genau, wir haben uns auch seitdem zweimal im Spiegel gesehen. Und es sieht auf jeden Fall nicht menschlich aus. Aber ja, keine Ahnung, wer wir sind, warum, ob wir die Prinzessin sind. Warum ist das Kapitel 2 immer anders?
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her.
Oh, du Mistkerl.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Ja, wenn wir sie jetzt nochmal genauso umbringen.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if... Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've... If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Muss ich wirklich einmal komplett dem Erzähler gehorchen und exakt machen, was er sagt? Ich schätze, das muss ich auch irgendwann mal ausprobieren.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Genau, wie viele sind wir? Das ist eine sehr gute Frage. Wir haben auf jeden Fall die Stimme des Gleichgültigen, die Stimme des Helden und die Stimme des Nonkonformisten in unserem Kopf. Die gekommen sind, also der Held war ja von Anfang an da. Der Nonkonformist ist gekommen, als ich die ganze Zeit weggelaufen bin und nicht in die Hütte wollte. Die Stimme des Gleichgültigen ist gekommen, als wir von der Prinzessin verprügelt wurden und quasi so komplett zusammengeschlagen am Boden lagen. Und ich bin mal gespannt, ob wir noch mehr Stimmen in unserem Kopf bekommen, wenn wir irgendwie noch anders sterben oder...
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
I really do not believe that.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking, what do you mean? Of course there
Ja,
wouldn't be
okay. Die
Yes,
Konsequenzen?
but in this purely hypothetical, had you failed
Ja.
to slay the princess, what would have... It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her.
Ja.
And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Oh ja. Lass uns den Erzähler umbringen.
Just stay focused, will you?
Nein.
Just be quick about it.
Genau, die Welt ist umgegangen, nachdem ich sie erschlagen habe. Das ist schon mal so ein guter Ansatz, glaube ich. Sie ist einfach gestorben. Wie kann sie die Welt zerstören? Naja, das Mal davor, wo ich es nicht gemacht habe, ist sie zur Göttin geworden und so. Aber da hat sie auch nicht die Welt zerstört. Also, na, sie hat ein bisschen die Welt zerstört. Ja, schon. Schon, ja, doch, gut.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Was heißt hier don't overcomplicate things? Ich war gerade in einem Void. Ja, ich bin eigentlich auch von Anfang an der Meinung, dass wir den Erzähler umbringen sollten. Das ist, ich suche nur nach einem Weg, wie ich das hinkriegen kann.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end.
Oh, warte, nee, die Stimme des Gleichgültigen. Wir hatten die Stimme des Gebrochenen zwischendurch noch. Des Gleichgültigen ist, glaube ich, neu. Fällt mir gerade auf. Die Stimme des Gebrochenen, die hat irgendwie super dieser Prinzessin hinterher gelächzt.
But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Naja, das, was du als Happy Ending definierst, ist, glaube ich, was sehr, sehr anderes als das, was ich als Happy Ending definiere. Also,
That's exactly what we're afraid of.
ja, genau.
Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Und du willst mir nicht einfach 10 Euro anbieten? Nein?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Warum? Nein.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just complicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Ah, dieser Dude macht mich so wahnsinnig.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Naja, aber was ist denn die Alternative? Wir können bis in alle Ewigkeit in dieser Hütte sitzen? Das wollen wir ja offensichtlich nicht. 350! Auch das nehme ich. Alles nehme ich lieber als das, was er mir hier anbietet. Also wir haben die Alternative, bis in alle Ewigkeit in dieser doofen Hütte zu sitzen, nachdem wir sie kaputt gemacht haben. Wir haben die Möglichkeit, ihr dabei zuzugucken, also quasi ihr Haustier zu sein, während sie eine neue Weltordnung schafft. Das klingt eigentlich gar nicht so blöd, oder? Also die ist bisher ziemlich viel cooler gewesen als der Erzähler. Sie hat uns bisher noch nicht angelogen. Wollen wir einfach ihr Haustier werden? Also, ich meine, wenn er nicht irgendwie Anreize schafft, vielleicht werde ich ein Haustier.
Great.
Ich glaube, ich werde ein Haustier.
The whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it.
Nö. Oh, kann ich mich nochmal umdrehen und gehen? Nein, okay, ich werde einfach Haustier.
A warning.
Nee, ich
Won't
werde...
be a problem.
Ja, sie wird auch kein Problem. Ich werde mich jetzt nämlich von ihr versklaven lassen. Ich glaube, das ist eine gute Idee.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Wir haben sie ja gerade umgebracht. Das heißt, jetzt ist sie wahrscheinlich irgendwie super doll kraftlos oder so. Weil vorher, als wir sie nicht umgebracht haben, ist sie dann ja zur Göttin geworden. Also jetzt sind wir quasi im zweiten Part, wo das dann die Konsequenzen sind. Das heißt, was auch immer wir jetzt tun, führt dazu, dass die Lichtgestalt wieder eine neue Wessel bekommt. Wenn ich das richtig sehe. Mhm.
The blade is your implement. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Das wäre natürlich auch spannend, wenn die da unten einfach schon tot wäre.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin. But there was a
Irgendwann
mirror
wird da
a
was
second
anderes
ago, and now
passieren.
it's gone.
Ich
Let's
wette,
not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly, it's
irgendwann
not
passiert
even
was mit diesem
important enough to be
Spiegel.
acknowledged. You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Stimmt, das Kapitel heißt der Geist. Die Kapitel 2 heißen immer je nachdem, was ich vorher mit der Prinzessin gemacht habe. Letztes Mal bei dem Steinding hieß es der Turm. Davor weiß ich leider nicht mehr, wie es hieß. Aber stimmt, dann ist sie wahrscheinlich jetzt da als Geist unten. Ha.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Oh, was passiert, wenn ich die Kette jetzt abmache?
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Ja, so ging es mir auch mit unserer Begegnung davor. Also ich würde sagen, wir sind quitt.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Meine Niere, ja. Nicht schon wieder.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Du hast mich nicht nur bedroht, du hast mich umgebracht. Ich frage mich halt wirklich, was die alle von mir wollen. Ich schwebe hier nicht so. Das war doch auch irgendwie echt doof, oder? Dich zu erschlagen hat offensichtlich nicht funktioniert. Tja. Mir fällt nichts mehr ein. Ich gehe dann mal, das finde ich gut. So viel Auswahl. Ich glaube, ein einfaches "Was willst du von mir" ist sehr angebracht.
I just want the same thing I've always wanted. To go home. But this place won't let me go. At least, not alone.
Ja, irgendwie dasselbe Problem habe ich auch. Ich bin immer noch so zu 70% sicher, dass ich sie bin, aber ja.
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
No, wir sind quitt, Madame.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Ich tatsächlich auch.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Ich mag auch nicht, wie Dinge passieren, wenn wir deinen Weg lang gehen. Also, gib mir einen besseren Grund. Klingt super.
Then I won't hit your rod.
Okay.
I'm sure you'd like to know. It's a shame I won't tell you.
Warum sind die alle so doof? Ich mag keinen von denen.
But it'll be easier for both of us if you just let me in. And doesn't it sound nice?
Ach, haben diese langsam nicht mal gemerkt, dass es nicht gut ist, mir zu sagen, was ich machen soll?
Maybe for her, but it's crowded enough in here as is.
Ja, das stimmt auch wieder.
You won't have to feel guilty anymore. If you even do feel guilt.
Also nicht in dem Zusammenhang damit, dich umgebracht zu haben. Du hast mich zuerst umgebracht. Das, ne, guilt-trip mich hier nicht.
It could be the
Funktioniert
best
nicht.
way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Ja, das ist auch ein bisschen blöder Gedanke.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Nee. Du hast mich immer noch zuerst umgebracht.
That's rich coming from her.
Mhm.
Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
Eine Stimme oder mehr oder weniger. Might as well.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
Ich meine, immerhin ist sie tatsächlich die einzige, von der wir noch nicht aktiv wissen, dass sie uns angelogen hat.
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
Will sie mir damit sagen, dass sie zurück zu ihrer Lichtgestalt will, oder?
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
Ja, das glaube ich auch mittlerweile.
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave. I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll haunt you. It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das Leben nennen würde als Geist.
Princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
Ja, das war mein Punkt.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Guter Punkt.
I don't feel very bad, but I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
Dieses Spiel tut meinem Kopf weh. Es ist einfach alles so vage und so.
We're not a ghost. Unless we are? Maybe that's why the mirror disappeared. We're actually dead.
Maybe. Vielleicht sind wir in der Hölle.
Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you. Was I supposed to just welcome you with open arms when you obviously had stabbing on the mind?
Du hast mich davor umgebracht, also just saying.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer, especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer. How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you, or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest, and not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be. You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Die verwirrende Verwirrung. So viel verwirrende Verwirrung.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
Ich tatsächlich auch.
But we've already been over that. So why don't you stop stalling and let me in? It's so cold out here.
Was bin ich denn?
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
Come on.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
Come
It
on.
serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed. I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
Also wir sind irgendwie gemeinsam hier eingesperrt bis in alle Ewigkeit. Ich glaube, wir müssen einfach wirklich beide gemeinsam den Erzähler umbringen.
We could always try violence.
Violence ist
It's
immer
worked
gut.
for us so far. She's a ghost. Who says ghosts are immune to violence? Common sense? There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
Wir haben auch einen guten Grund, um sie
I
zu hassen.
suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here. We could. It would be something different. I like different. Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world. And is that really so bad? Yes. It is by its very definition bad.
Aber schlecht für wen? Es scheint ja irgendwie nur für den Erzähler schlecht zu sein bisher.
Those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution.
Ich glaube, ich versuche es einfach nochmal mit
This isn't a
weggehen.
solution. Nobody wins here.
Ja, aber was ist denn dein... Was willst du denn?
Oh, she's upset, isn't she?
You're abandoning me here?
Ja, was willst du von mir?
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more?
Du hast mich als erstes
The
umgebracht.
princess starts to float erratically from side to side, her cold exterior melting away.
What if you just leave me? Then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. Then there's nothing I can do. It's just going to go on and on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty.
Du hättest auch einfach nett zu mir sein können.
No, no, not that!
She's about to try something. Get ready.
Oh no.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all. Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad? Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
Ja, warum warst du dann so scheiße?
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
Ne, das warst du schon vorher.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Not yet. But let's see if you stay that way.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Stimmt, der Erzähler ist irgendwie auch gefangen, ne? Beziehungsweise wir wissen ja auch nicht, was der Erzähler ist oder wo der Erzähler ist oder was auch immer.
A horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Ja, war letztes Mal auch so, ne?
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still beating heart. It
Ich glaube, das funktioniert so nicht. Warum ist es grünlich-gelblich? Das sieht nicht gesund aus.
We get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark, and you die.
Wir sind wieder bei Kapitel 3.
We're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her. Again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
Aber es sieht doch ganz danach aus, als wären wir hier einfach alle gefangen aus irgendwelchen Gründen. Vielleicht bin ich auch der Grund, warum die Welt untergeht und darum muss ich jetzt bis in alle Ewigkeit hier im Kreis laufen, damit ich das nicht tue.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us. That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending. The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. Yes, and then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Sagst du.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seemed to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Das stimmt, er hat erstaunlich schnell akzeptiert, dass wir schon mal da.
I'd say yes and no.
Es ist genauso hilfreich wie immer.
That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Eine wunderschöne gute Nacht wünsche ich dir. Schlaf gut. Träum nicht zu viel von komischen Zeitschleifen und Prinzessinnen oder so. Was passiert, wenn wir nicht in die Hütte gehen? Das sage ich von Anfang an.
Then she finds a way out on her own. Of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right?
Das ist, ja.
No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
Gute Nacht, Rom. Schlaf gut.
More rules, more rhetoric. Since when is there a wrong way to slay her? I'm sick of it. Makes me want to end the world out of spite.
Ja, total.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends.
Oh ja.
I'd like to see what that does to him. Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure, that changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him?
Oh, jetzt will ich aber wissen, ob er das jetzt nochmal
Continue
macht.
down the path towards the cabin.
Das ist jetzt spannend.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Weil wenn er jetzt genau dasselbe nochmal macht, dann weiß ich ja, dass er lügt und da bringe ich ihn beim das nächste Mal um.
In setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Du bist derjenige, der die ganze Zeit will, dass ich Dinge tue.
Like somebody's about to crack. There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than... I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. Here we go. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. But you decided it would be best to try and bury me all over again. You're not getting another chance to mess this up. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Du solltest meine Füße ganz lassen, wenn du damit noch gehen willst.
Say we let her do it. It's something different. Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Ich finde immer noch, dass wir quitt sind. Warte, wo ist es? Da.
And you think that's even? How adorable. But I think you forgot about the part where you tried leaving me to rot. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Warum redest du dann noch mit mir?
That was then. This is now.
Ja, dann mach.
Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here, like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know.
Diese Geräusche.
You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. There's another option, you know. Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
How do you do that? You don't have a will to heal. Your soul is inflamed with courage.
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.